All right. Hello. I'm Katie Trial. This is my Stop, Drop, and Vlog project on the analysis of the film Do the Right Thing. It was released in 1989 and directed by Spike Lee. What I thought about this movie is I was just amazed at how much relevance that this film has in today in the year 2020, considering that it's over 30 years old. And that just kind of goes to show how things haven't really changed that much. I really enjoyed the costume design of the different sports jerseys and the sneakers that they put emphasis on in the film. But to move on to the subject I want to talk about specifically is wall art um, and graffiti. So I wanted to think about the New York Times article that we read that talked about a 25-year-old man who was killed after he was arrested, in the same way that Radio Raheem was killed at the end of the movie. So um, at the end of that article that we read, it talks about his crime, which was he was scrawling graffiti in a subway. And um, that kind of transitions to what I want to talk about, which is wall art and graffiti specifically. So let me go ahead and share my screen so I can show you the scenes that I've chosen. Let's see here. And it should be sharing now. So here's at the beginning of the film when Sal and his sons are first arriving to his pizza place. And you can see this mural right here. It says Bed Stewie, do or die. And it has different flags. It has the Jamaican flag and the Nigeria flag and a Puerto Rican flag. And it also has the United States flags on the outside. From what I read, this mural is supposed to represent unity. Bed Stewie is a place in New York that has these different um, races of people living together. And you can also see underneath this, there's what looks like tire rims on the fence. So that's interesting to see here. Now, the next wall art I want to talk about, it is not graffiti, but I do think that it's significant. It's 4641. So this is when right before they start yelling stereotypical things at each other, Pino comes to talk over to Mookie. And right here you can see a picture of the Coliseum and above a box, not a box, a machine, a cigarette machine dispenser. So I do want to just point this out. I know it's a representation of Italians and because it's in a pizza restaurant, but I also think it's significant that they put a picture of the Coliseum here for what happened historically there, which took place there was gladiator battles, and there was a lot of human sacrifice and fighting, which kind of foreshadows what later happens in the movie. And then even just the picture of the Colosseum is a picture of the damaged Colosseum that was damaged by fire and an earthquake. So there's another instance of foreshadowing. But now I want to go back to the Bed Stewie mural again. So this is in 135. This is after Sal and Raheem get into a fight, and the police pull Raheem away from him. So let's see here. It's right about here. And hold on, it's coming. So you can see the mural behind Raheem. You can see that it's blurred out when they show it. So I think the way that they present this mural kind of signifies the unity of the people that all live in this place. Another thing that I forgot to mention was on Raheem's shirt, it says the same thing, Bed Stewie, do or die. And then the last scene or the last place I noticed where they depicted this mural is after the riots and the fire happened. This is at 148. And you can see Mookie's coming to talk to Sal to get his money. And this whole conversation, you can see a kind of canted angle, and just I think it's important that they showed this mural in the background of this scene right here. And it is a little bit blurry too, but again, I think Spike Lee put emphasis on this mural to kind of show that we are a community of mixed races and different kinds of people, and it's supposed to be a representation of unity, but what the film really harks upon is how the violence broke up that unity. And showing this mural using film techniques to depict it in different angles and blurring it out, I think that's important. But I guess my question to you all is, what kind of artwork, wall art, or graffiti did you notice in the background of this film? And why do you think that Spike Lee decided to focus on graffiti as a piece of art in the background of his film? And that's all I have today. Thanks for joining me.